welcome back to a brand new video, and today we are diving back into the best current way to make money in Forza Horizon 4 or Horizon 5. Sorry, it's been so long since we've done one of these videos and lots has changed, lots of new things have come out. So if you pay attention through today's video, I guarantee you by the end, if you're patient enough, you should be able to make a good couple 100 million credits. And as always with these videos, obviously the best way to get money on your account is with modded accounts or just adding credits to your account. It is a super easy thing to do, or something you can purchase online if that's the route you want to go. But there's also many ways within the game, mostly through auction sniping, which is something almost everybody knows about, but very few people actually take advantage of, leaving it very open and available for lots of people to make a lot of money as long as you have the patience. Now, I remember when I first got into auction sniping, I didn't actually think it worked because nothing ever came up for me. It only took one time of actually getting that car, making 20 million credits super fast, that I realized how beneficial and how much money actually was within the market house just waiting there for you to grab. And before we go any further, we do have a 30-second sponsor for today. Doesn't interest you, no worries, as we are just going to dive into the very first car for today's video that is going to be important for you guys to look at. So as you see, during the summer, the previous week before this one, there was a brand new car added, this Nissan 2023. This is actually the newest car we've ever had in any Forza game ever. We've never even had one that's the same year as the year that the game is being played in. So this is huge, and it's a very nice drift car. It's a sleek looking car. Lots of people are going to want to get their hands on this, and if it's not yet selling for 20 million, this is a car that's guaranteed that's gonna rise to 20 million just because of the drifting around it, how nice it looks. People are gonna love it for photos. It's a car that's gonna sell, and it's gonna be very rare once people, like right now, are no longer able to get it. If you look at the series, both these cars will sell for a good amount of money, so if you're able to get your hands on both of those, I recommend doing it because it is a free maybe like 15-20 million between the two cars. And then for this week, we do have some more cars that are going to be selling for lots of money, but the best option right now, you definitely want to make sure you get your hands on as many of these Nissan Zs as possible, as this is going to be a car that's very sought after by very many people. Now, the next car is actually a car that was incredibly rare on Forza Horizon 5 for many months. In fact, I think it was almost a year that this car was the rarest one within Forza Horizon 5. And then obviously, since it became so rare, they re-released it, and everyone that ever wanted this car, at least if they didn't even play the game, signed on to get this car, making it significantly less rare. Now, as you can see, there's so many on the auction house. Everyone got their hands on one. That being said, it's an incredible way to make money right now, since everyone has their hands on one and they're not really selling at their 14 million price point. People begin to put it up for a lot cheaper, and that's where you can swoop in. You can buy it for probably 4 million and under. This car does have a minimum selling price, I believe, of 550,000, so you can look in between 550,000 to 5 million range, and I guarantee you this car comes up. There's a lot of them floating around out there, and then when you do get your hands on one, just keep putting it up for 14 million. Eventually one is going to sell. You can even set your bid to 9 million. That's guaranteed to sell for at least 9 million then. And that's the easiest way you can make money, is just looking for these cars that have weird price points, that are, a lot of them are up, and if you have the patience to resell them, then you're guaranteed going to make money. Next up, we have a bit of a weird one. We've never really had McLarens make this list, and some of these are selling for 20 million, some of these are selling for 16 million, but none of them are really selling as a whole. And with the 16 millions, what this allows for you to do now is there's a very big range where people are putting them up. And in fact, I imagine if we were to take a look for a maximum buyout of 11 million, if we searched like 3 or 4 times, I guarantee you one would come up, because 11 million is the lowest price point. Anything over 11 million, it jumps straight down to 11 million. And if we were to keep searching for this for a while, I guarantee you one would come up with probably under a couple minutes. That being said, you don't have to search for 11 million. You can search for whatever you're comfortable with, but this is just another one of those weird cars that not many people know are going for 20 million, that you might even have in your garage. So it doesn't hurt to take a look. If you can get your hands on one for under 11 million, it's definitely worth doing so, because you can sell it for 20. Now, right here, we have a super good car you guys can go ahead and look for. And what it is it's the Toyota 4Runner. And what makes this car so good right now is that it's pretty much selling every single time before before its allotted timer runs out on its sale. So see, it's 16 million. They are selling before the timer runs out for 39 minutes every single time. So if you're able to snipe one of these, it's pretty much guaranteed profit. As you can see, there's none under 20 minutes. Like, they are being bought. People want this car because it is actually a very rare car in the game that just re-released, and chances are it's going to get there again. It's only released into the game 2 times, I believe. So good maximum buyout on this. Like, you could actually look for 11 million on this car, because I imagine the price would go back up to 20 million. Now again, you don't have to do 11 million, do whatever you're comfortable looking for, but just if it were me, I would be comfortable paying upwards of 11 million for this car, just because of how rare it is. I know it's going to go back to that 20 million price point, and I know I'm going to make at least 5, 6, 7 million on this car when it does indeed sell, because it sells first try every single time. You don't even have to sell it immediately. You can hold on to it until it goes back up to that $20 million price point. Now, the very best car you can look for right now is one that we actually touched on at the beginning of the video, and it's the 2020 Nissan GTR. As you can see, there are tons of this car up because it is a seasonal reward for only getting 80 points, which is something you can do almost by accident. So pretty much if you play for this month any amount over like 4 hours of in-game time, you're guaranteed to get this car as long as you do a couple challenges here and there. So everyone's going to get their hands on this car that was incredibly rare leading up to this, and that's going to leave a weird market perhaps, because if you don't know, as more of these cars go up and fewer of them sell, the price is going to start to drop lower and lower on this car. So you want to keep an eye on this car over the span of this month. I guarantee you by the time we're done, it's below 15 million credits. It might even be near the 10 million credit mark. So that's why you want to start looking for this car for anything under 10 million, because eventually the price is going to go way back up to 20 million. So I'd say 6 to 10 million is a very safe amount to spend on this car, as long as you're okay holding on to it. Again, you can look at anything below that. I believe this car sells for like 300,000 at the minimum, maybe even less than that. So if that's how much you have, that's how much you can look for it for. It's just this allows more of them to show up, but you don't want to be paying more than 11 million for this car, because this price is going to drop before it goes back up. So you do have a bit of time to wait before you're going to make a profit on this car. It's just, if you like thinking ahead, this is a very smart option to go ahead and buy. But anyways, boys, that is going to be the rest of the video. If you made it all the way through to the end, let me know with a comment down below, and if you end up winning any of these in auction snipes, let me know that in the comment below also, because I do see a lot of comments of people that win them, but I'm very interested about how many of you guys have the patience to do so. But anyways, boys, we will be coming back in another 2 days with another money-making method, as there's lots of stuff to be covering right now. As always, we'll see you in the next one. I'm out. Peace.